It is confirmed Stuff is in talks with Snoop Dogg's team. Nothing is signed yet though. Let's get into that and other news in this week's episode of Stuff Weekly. Own your stuff. Okay, so this information comes from the X Space the team hosted on February 20th. It's kind of funny, you can see 21,000 tuned in. Apparently there is some bug in there because the post itself only had 1,000 views. I mean, only pretty good 1,000 views if 1,000 people logged in. Okay, so it was pretty lengthy space, 73 minutes. As always, I'm gonna go through my notes, and this will be the bulk of the video. All right, we started by talking. Jason Mansky was talking about the Creator Portal. It was supposed to be this week. It was supposed to be November to start with, but version 0 next week, Monday or Tuesday. To be single cover, ebooks, audiobooks, music singles, music albums. We already have live the FAQ, like the knowledge base. So if you want to look, what kind of ebooks you need, what kind of information you need to give them, if you want to read the terms and conditions, you can check in there. So, for instance, I think what was interesting for the information they need is basically if they have a form with the book title, author name, the EPUB, only EPUB at the moment, single cover, 4,000 by 4,000, so pretty high quality. Maybe it's because they have mint and print at the back or their minds. And then some more stuff which is better illustrated here, that hey, you can give them this banner for secondary, the metadata quote, the short landing page description, the long version as well, author biography with the picture as well. So prepare a good headshot, I guess, if you're an author who wants to get in there. Also needs to choose different things, like the word count, publisher, editor, genre, language. If it has adult content, they have a pretty strict policy about that. They talk about sexual gratification, which is a no-no, but let's call it artistic nudity is okay. I'm not sure how it's gonna be decided, but that's how it is. So definitely check out the knowledge base to get ready to publish your own stuff on stuff.io. What else did they talk about? Very important. So we pay with Stuff. Like 2 weeks ago, Sheila confirmed $100, but it hasn't been confirmed again, so I don't know. And then the thing is that, okay, you have the form, you upload your EPUB, your picture, or your music. Music is WAV format, by the way. So you upload all of this, you pay. It's pretty straightforward, like 5 minutes. But the team will be reviewing that. And they said that basically, let's say you put out your stuff today, like you fill in the form today, you can put the date you want it to be published, but it's gonna take at least 2 weeks. And I think this is even generous because I expect really a tsunami of creators. People who have been waiting those 2.5 years to put their stuff on stuff.io, and now that it's gonna open, like it's opening the floodgates, and I'm really not sure that the 2-week delay will be respected, which can be frustrating on one side, but on the other hand, if it really is a lot of people coming in, using the portal, paying with Stuff tokens, then it's super positive, because it means, Stuff token is being used, always nice, but more importantly, we're gonna get so much more content on the platform, and that's great for mass onboarding. They quickly talked about the terms and conditions. No exclusivity, they don't own the IP, it's just the distribution. And they do have some checks in place to make sure that the stuff you put on the publishing portal is actually yours, that you're not using someone else's work. Then they talked about the video, because for now it's just ebooks, audiobooks and music. video. They're working on it. They're not there yet. It's more complicated to create a DEA from a video, so still some work to do. However, they feel like they're really close. It's more a matter of weeks rather than a matter of months. The publishing portal was supposed to be end of month, sometime in November. So I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. It may be more complicated, but hey, it's great. They're working on it and they do plan to release it. So just a matter of time. Then they talked about the idea that already last week we talked about it, that as a user, you can have a profile picture, a username, and that the end goal is to have your own page where you can show your collection, people can make offers on your stuff, and so on. But also this page will exist for creators. And then you could follow a creator, see what they publish, and keep in touch with them. I mean, stay appraised about their activity this way. And that is pretty cool, I believe. And yeah, so the headshot and the biography they asked in the self-publishing portal could be used for this creator page. So this is V0 of the portal, and they're working on giving discounts for holding specific items and to allow payments in other tokens. And that is very, very powerful, because I mean, I've seen many projects coming to Stuff, asking to publish with Stuff, and most of the time it's like, hey, get in line, basically. But there is an interest from many NFT projects or literary projects in general, and some of those have that token, and that is a great way to add utility to their token. You say, hey, we're publishing on Book.io a graphic novel like Attack on Vitalik did, for instance. And let's imagine they had a token. I'm not sure they do. So hey, you need the token to buy, or to buy this new edition, enriched, whatever. So it's really great that those projects can use Stuff.io to add utility to their own token. Then they already opened it up for questions. There was the one that was asked before, this idea of having, you have a video, like a music video, and you have AI watching it and identifying some items that you could buy. So hey, you watch your favorite artist, maybe they're wearing a cool hoodie or something, and you will like it, then you have like maybe a link that shows up and you can buy it. And so same answer as last time, the team is talking with such company, although they don't do videos, from what I understood. It's more like static content, but the idea is there, and if you're a creator and you put out some content and someone buys the hoodie from your link, then you get a share as some kind of affiliate program. So that's pretty cool because it's an extra source of income. And also the other point that Josh mentioned about that is that we are moving away from the ad-based model, where you're just watching, like, hey, you watch this video, so probably you're interested by this, and kind of cross-referencing, creating your user profile, or should I say consumer profile, to track your habits and try to sell you stuff. So instead of doing it in an invasive way, it's more like, hey, you're watching something that you're interested in anyway, and in case you're interested in buying stuff that happens in the video, here's a link. So I think it's more contextual. I feel like it's less invasive and better. And then they went on to say that what's happening with those user pages, those offers, and all the content is that Stuff is somehow becoming social media. And I mean, it's not the primary goal, but it will have a strong social aspect to it. And we can see it with the current OG community, which is very tight. People who care about owning their stuff, connecting with the artists, giving fair compensation. So it feels like there could be a movement, I'd say, once this is in place and users can talk together and connect more directly with the authors. Okay, Then, what else? Oh yes, this was really cool. I think I have it here. So Nacho released a multi-use coupon code. So if you were following Nacho on X and clicked that link, or maybe rather this one, you can see, hopefully you can see, because I'm not sure if the hovering is showing up on the video, but this link, this full link, has a code in it, and the code was valid for 10 redemptions. So multi-use coupon code, which is the cornerstone of all the mass onboarding activities, it's tested, it works. It was with this book, the Myths of Mexico and Peru, with a great cover. And look, hey, it was 10 USD or 5 if you have a Gutenberg Bible, but hey, if you were following Nacho, you'd get it for free. And that is pretty cool. It's something that top labels, music labels, have been asking for, to give away stuff for free and then identify their audience. There is a wallet, there is a user page on stuff.io. So that's a building block that is very important, and it's working, so that's very, very good news. They added that they're building the same thing on EVM chains. I'm not sure if it's an ask from one of the top labels. What else? Next month, London Book Fair. Book had always been there every year, so they'll be there again. We'll see what transpires from that. But hey, it will be, I think, the third time in a row that they're going, so they're showing that they are here to stay. Something else that they did last week was that you would buy something with credit card and you would get back your book, but also some stuff tokens. And they were thinking that, this is some kind of rebate system. That, hey, because the stuff token you can resell if you want. And apparently it's the basis of many future ideas they have. It opens up a lot of potential for partnership, because last time it was with stuff tokens, but could be with anything. You buy a Shal video, a Shal episode, you get some Shal tokens. That could be pretty cool, a way to increase holders and give exposure to the token or another aspect of the project to your fan base, or rather to the people you are acquiring for the first time. So that was pretty nice. Then more questions. When publisher, when signed? It's slow, but they're working with the publisher, working with Catalyst, and they're talking with more than one Big Five publisher. They said that some were watching on the side, but now that they see that book is not going anywhere, and you have all this crypto-friendly administration in the US, they are much more interested. So there is this kind of theory that the dominoes will fall, first Big Five and then the others. Looks like it is being confirmed. This first Big Five will come out, the other ones will be like, what? We heard about book, we're talking with them, but hey, someone got there first. And I think this may be, a catalyst to speed things up. And that would be crazy, because the one Big Five they have their site on was, I believe, 40,000 ebooks and 20,000 audiobooks, which is huge, 60,000 ebooks in total. And now imagine you have another Big Five with, I don't know, maybe a similar catalog, or at least very big names. And then it's two Big Five out of 5. And the mass of books you will find on the platform will be huge. It will be really a bona fide bookstore after that. And all those big offers will be in there. And then those own Big Five publishers pushing the marketing, pushing people in there. Remember, I think it's Ben who said that hey, we're talking some Big Five and they're like, fuck Amazon. So, whoa. Those Big Five, I really want to get away and diversify their distribution channels. And well, of course, they want to see exactly how many books are sold, who is buying them, and so on. So that's pretty big. Like, okay, it's kind of slow the first big five, but looks like maybe it might not be so slow to get the second one. So that was pretty cool. Question about this investor they teased. They didn't say much and nothing is signed, but good strategic partner. And that's great. That's the thing I expected, that it's not someone who just comes with the money and, let's capitalize on the investment, but more someone who can bring something more. Maybe they do content themselves, maybe they have the network. So this synergy is really important to propel stuff even further. Then the famous question about Snoop Dogg. They said, yes, we talked to his team, nothing is signed. And generally speaking, they don't want to talk about anything until it's signed because they don't want to pump opium. And I respect that. It's true that things are slow or feel slow. You have other projects. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Yagon. Counting this Fortune 50 partnership for I don't know how many months, or at least it feels like months in crypto. And then you have books saying, hey, big five, okay, we need the catalyst, so okay, we talk about it. But Snoop, hey, they didn't say anything. They could have, to pump their bags. So I appreciate this approach. When we have something to say, we do a press release and then it's out there and everyone gets information at the same time. Asking if they are doing something with David Gokhshin. No, nothing special. Josh was there before. Part of David's team was at the BookCon last year, and they are good people, but hey, that's pretty much it. Talks about Charles token, still talking with the Charles team for real world products. I don't know what that will be. A pound of bison meat maybe, or something like this. But hey, still in talks. It's definitely not forgotten. I know price action is very rough on Charles and Beard, more importantly. But hey, up to you if you believe, if you have faith. At least they're still talking, so it's not like they forgot about it. And then from that point, they talked about Beard and Charles, how these are basically memes 2.0. It's not just a token that does nothing, it's media token. And it has this very fair sale. There is no insider. The sale is there. I think Charles was 48 hours sale. Beard probably 24 hours or maybe 48 with the BookCon, not sure. But time limited sale. And then everyone has a chance. And if you get on it and you want to buy a lot, you buy a lot. And so that's pretty cool, I think. It's something that maybe missing for some meme tokens that have huge insider allocations, or mechanics that I struggle to understand, like burn mechanics. So why do you do so many tokens in the first place? It's so artificial, I don't know. But if you release a media token, you're an artist, then it's your community who will buy it. And people who actually want to be part of the community, not people who are trying, to trade and beat the market or whatever. All right. There's a question about when is the next About Stuff episode. So they have one shot already. I didn't understand very well, I admit. They talk about Jesse James. If you remember a few months back, we know that they were in talk with this guy who had a show on Discovery Channel about motorcycles, I believe. And I don't know if it's this one that is shot and they need to put it out or not. But apparently Jesse James got divorced in the meantime, so sorry for him, which slowed things down, understandably so. And then Josh said that he had this idea of maybe doing origin stories of employees as About Stuff episodes, and starting with Zanji, who apparently has a very cool backstory. Zanji was at the BookCon, he talked there. The guy worked for Netflix, so he knows a lot about the TV industry or the streaming industry, and he's a, how is it called, fusion engineer, something like this, where he gets AI, like he scans all books to create prompts that then are fed into a model to create all those covers. It's a really interesting job how to optimize to the maximum and what I really liked about his talk, I'm not sure if it's available somewhere, but he explained that AI is a threat for mediocre artists. For other people, it's just a tool that they can use with their other skills they already had and amassed during their years of experience. And that's what he's doing. The guy has been doing, working on TV shows for 20 years. So, it's AI, okay, makes his work faster, better, but no one can replace him. 20 years of experience, you cannot teach AI or some prompt engineer. Anyway, that was a little digression, but just say origin episodes of the team, which would be pretty cool. I believe it's been a while since we had an About Stuff episode. Then question about expanding to other languages. Yes, so Spanish is already turned on the app and the mobile app as well, web and mobile. And actually they have a big artist band apparently lined up in South America, which is linked to fanday.io, which you can see here. I believe this is the venture of David Hart, a strong supporter of stuff.io. Sorry, David, if I got that wrong. And so this is very important. This is someone who is like, hey, Stuff, they're doing something really cool, and I'm gonna create my business. I'm gonna build it on top of Stuff. And this is basically a production agency where they're going out to get artists, creators, and then help them get on Stuff, because it's not easy. How do you do it? Like, I'm an artist. How many? I do music. How many albums should I sell? Should I do rarity? What's the format of the audio files? There are specific aspects, on the marketing side and the technical side, that people like us, the OGs, we know. And this expertise can be moneyed. This can be sold. So that's what they are doing with fanday.io. Apparently they have some connection with South America, so we'll get something in there. And Josh mentioned that they may create some kind of partner program, because it's impossible for Stuff to manage all the offers, all the content creators that will reach out to them. So those little production agencies like fanday.io will really help them make sure that, hey, when the guy comes in on the self-publishing portal, everything is right the first time. No back and forth because, hey, your file is wrong. Your cover is not the right format or whatever. So those little peripheral businesses will play a big role in putting the word out, doing some marketing, but also easing the experience of content creators. And that will be very important, so that then content creators have successful launches and they talk with their own industry how good it is to be on stuff.io. So yeah, shout out to fanday.io. Great idea, and I think a lot of people should do that. And specifically with their market, with their country, we have a global audience, but Stuff is all English for now and a bit of Spanish. So I think there's a lot of potential there. So think about it. All right. And then Josh said that he talked to a big production house. There's a potential to do a very large crypto project crossover documentary. I was wondering if it was that, but Ethereum stories, they're putting out this Vitalik, documentary, whatever that is, and Stuff, gave them a shout out. So maybe it's what they're talking about, maybe not. We'll see. But hey, talking with big production house, meaning more content to come. And I don't know what he means by big, but it's always good to get more professional people rather than amateur content. I say that as someone who will probably release amateur content, to be fair. Then Ben said that there was never so much opportunity in front of them. I feel it, 2025 will be a turning point for Stuff. There are so many things lined up. Creator Portal next week, Big 5 publisher, number 1, maybe number 2, an investor talking with Snoop, not Snoop, another artist who plans to release a million units of their song. There's a lot coming up. Then they talk about Mint and Print. It's ready to go. That's pretty interesting. They explain that Ingram already had this idea for personalized books, and more specifically children books. That, for instance, they write a book about a kid, in their classroom doing something, blah blah blah, and that's you as the parents or the grandparents. You could buy the book, and the hero of the book would be your kid. So when book went out to them with this idea of custom covers, custom content, they had already thought about it. They're also thinking about digital and physical bundles. For instance, you buy the physical one, and they talk about something that I didn't get, I'm sorry again, about having an NFC chip in the book, and that you scan that and you can see the digital twin online. I don't know, maybe there'll be a coupon code or QR code inside the book so you can redeem the digital one. I'm not sure. And the last thing is that, Mint and Print is coming. It's coming very soon. They already received actually the prototype, the test that they did not long ago. They said there are still a few things to adjust in terms of picture, but it's gonna come very soon with Frankenstein, and the next one will be Dracula. So if you didn't get your favorite cover yet, look into it. And so we will be able to buy physical books, physical copies of our NFTs, and there was a question about, will it be with a worldwide delivery? And Josh wasn't sure. He said, Ingram, they ship worldwide, but he wasn't sure if for Mint and Print at the beginning it would be worldwide or not. I hope so, because I would like to get some physical copies of my books. But if not now, probably later. He said that Ingram had big facilities in the US, in the UK, and in Australia, so they're able to ship everywhere. He just wasn't so sure. Alright, so that was a big chunk about this 73-minute space. As I said, a lot of things coming up, a lot of opportunities. It's super exciting, a bit frustrating to wait, but we just need to wait. It's not that hard. A quick look at what was released this week, starting with the audiobook Passing the Presidential Torch from the Hashing the Past series. Only 150 copies, sold out pretty fast. Healthy floor of 39 ADA. Not sure how much ADA is at the moment, but you can see the price with Gutenberg was 15 USD, so looks like we are above mint price. Then we got something that didn't sell at all. I Disappeared Them, apparently some kind of thriller from someone that probably most most crypto crowd folks don't know. Alright, it's from Akashic Book, the guys who brought in Chuck, the graphic novel. So yeah, we appreciate the trust. But yeah, not standard edition, not part of a series. That's not the winning recipe at the moment. Then in the future, a thriller, only 300 copies, it's rare when you have hundreds of thousands of users. Next, Essential Audiobook, Orlando Biography. That's 62% minted, so like 240 something. Floor price is actually around the mint price as well. What did we need for this one? Maybe Alice in Wonderland? Yep. So yeah, more utility for Alice in Wonderland audiobook. Okay, pretty sweet covers, looks like. Oh, creepy. Alright. And then we ended up with So You Wanna Run a Country in the Pop Culture series. Yeah, floor of 20 ADA, which is probably like mint price, I would assume. Yeah, probably the same or a bit above. No discounts here. No discounts, just specific book about satirical cyberpunk romp-beating fascist feudalism. Looks like quite the mix, quite the read. But yeah, as you can see, unless it's part of a series and with very limited copies, yeah, it's not doing so great. And here, very little digression. Creator Portal is coming up. If you are thinking of self-publishing your book or your album or whatever, don't think you're gonna sell out. You shouldn't think that, hey, it's another distribution channel and I'm just gonna leech off the book and stuff community. That's not gonna work. So there's really like marketing to do before. Come into Discord, talk with the people. The idea of exclusivity, it really needs to be premium content as much as possible if you don't have the notoriety. So really think about it. Like, I plan to do some releases, and if it does cost $100, I'm thinking exactly what price should I use, how many quantities, and so on. So just an advice, and to manage expectations, it's not because you release on stuff.io that you make bank. No, there is work to do, marketing, maybe do some spaces on X to engage with people, explain why your content is good, and maybe try to mobilize the audience you already have and give them a premium product. And as usual, quick word about the Stuff token. Minus 1% on the 7-day, might as well say nothing is happening. In terms of holders, still above 11k, which is pretty good considering Cardano's size. And yeah, hovering around 1 cent. So nothing much happening. I don't know if people already loaded up in anticipation of the publishing portal, if not, but here's something to think about. You create content. It costs you $100 in Stuff token to publish. But if your content is good, well, hopefully you make more than $100. What does that mean? It means that you're buying Stuff tokens, and instead of selling it on the market, you convert it into content which brings you more revenue. So think about it. Stuff token is not only I trade, buy low, sell high. It's I use it, convert it into something which is even more valuable. And when you think about it like that, imagine you have really good content, or you wrote some book or some music. You pay $100 and say, I'm gonna sell maybe 100 copies at $5 each. So very limited, not too pricey. So you bought 100 Stuff token, $100 worth of Stuff tokens, and you made $500. Rinse and repeat. The other thing is that, hey, we are live on Base. Team said that they would add liquidity, and look. We're at 0.0104, which is more than what we are here. I don't know, difference is like what, 1% or 10%, not sure. Like not much, but hey, arbitrage opportunity. I'm not sure how deep the pool is, just 9k locked. I'm not familiar with Base, to be honest, so I'm not sure how that works. I think they have like no fees on the Base layer. I'm not sure if on Uniswap here you can do it with USDC. So yeah, maybe get some Base USDC or Base ETH and start doing some arbitrage, or add to the liquidity pool. I'm not sure how that works, I'm not familiar with it, but maybe there's an opportunity there, especially if they do get to release this Ethereum film. It looks like they're trying to reach out to the Ethereum crowd. Maybe it's worth positioning ourselves. And that's it for this video. Sorry, I thought the Creator Portal would be out. Looks like we need to wait maybe a couple of more days. But super exciting. Creator Portal coming up, use case for Stuff token. Mint and print as well, very close. This another revenue stream for the company. In talks with Snoop Dogg team, nothing signed, we'll see. One Big Five to announce, another Big Five interested, There are so many things brewing, and you as a follower/investor, you may want to look at creating your own business to bring more people on Surf.io, maybe people from your own country. Now you have the technical knowledge, you have the marketing knowledge, think about it. Or maybe you want to release your own content. Either way, there are ways to make more money than just trading NFTs and trading the token. So I think there's a lot of opportunity that before it explodes is the time to position ourselves as the experts, the OGs, and maybe it will start with small artists, but then it allows us to test things out and have those proof of concepts. And also very important, with the creator portal, we get more and more content, more and more genres, more and more countries, more and more fans from those content creators coming up on stuff. And that's how it's gonna start growing. And I even forgot about the multi-use coupon code, which was successfully tested this week. And this will also be a big part. Remember, top music label wants to use it. And they're not gonna give away some random artists, I think. I think they're gonna go big to acquire their audience, to identify their audience and monetize it. So, like week over week, it looks like not much is happening, like baby steps, but I'm sure we're gonna look back like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, at the end of the year, it's gonna be very, very different. Until then, let's tag along and share this ride together. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you next week.